NC State, 5-time defending champion, looking for number 6.
You look at how it shook out last year. 3 teams tied for the ACC regular season title. 2 of them are here tonight. Now, there's a lot of familiar faces, probably none more so than at 141.
141, Ryan Jack. He's gotten better every year, and he keeps working on that single and knows how to finish it. Here he finished it against Oklahoma State, and I tell you what, he's going to have his challenge because he has not been able to figure out the matrix called Cole Matthews. Cole Matthews hasn't had a great start, but it was a great win against Jesse Mendez of Ohio State last-second takedown. Hopefully, Cole Matthews has gotten his situation stronger, and he can come back and put Pitt ahead.
A new year, some new faces. NC State has one to keep an eye on.
Dylan Fishback, he's a freshman, blue chipper, but he's wrestling well. Had a great Vegas tournament, and I tell you what, he likes space, but he also can get his underhooks and wrestle very well fundamentally. He has to wrestle fundamentally against Reese Heller of Pitt. He is a guy that is very good at upper body, and if you are not fundamentally sound, he will put you on your back, and you'll be looking up at the ceiling asking what just happened. It's going to be a match between style and substance.
This series has been one-sided. You go back to 2014, NC State holds the 8-2 edge over Pitt, including the last 4. The Panthers will try to change that. A new year, Friday night duels. It's away from starting. You take a look at the first half of the lineup. One change. NC State inserts Jarrett Trombley at 125. Orini, Jack, Arrington, and Scott. That is a load for the Wolfpack. Cole Matthews, the All-American for Pitt. Finn Solomon wrestling against his former team at 149. There is a good look at Jarrett Trombley, the graduate student. He has been Mr. Versatility in his time in Raleigh. He has wrestled both 25 and 33. Tonight, Pat Papalizio sends him out at 25 up against Colton Camacho, the redshirt senior, and even 7-7 on the year. And Camacho not wasting any time trying to get into that right arm underhook.
Both guys have pretty good underhook series here. Camacho forced it, and he has a pretty good cement mixer. Since we're in PA, call it what it is, a cement mixer.
Double unders. You see Trombley try to thrust him up a little bit, get into his upper body tie-up. And we'll get our first stoppage. 2:24 to go here in this first period. Jarrett Trombley inserted into the lineup. No Jacob Camacho tonight. Camacho, the 3-time NCAA qualifiers. You see the change of direction, and Trombley gets the first 3.
That was a great change of direction. It was clean. I don't know if Camacho really had a chance to even defend it. And immediately he keeps the pressure forward. When you're on top like that, you want to keep the pressure forward on the hands. When you sit back, it gives the opportunity to stand to their feet. But when you keep pressing forward on the hands, it's hard for them to stand up. As a result, you see more guys doing what's like a quad pod and then kind of back their way up to a stand-up as opposed to trying to just explode up.
1, 2.
Off the start. Quick switch attempt there by Camacho. Both wrestlers back on their feet. Let's see if Trombley can get a mat return, and he does.
Looking for a cross wrist tilt. That was a smooth transition right there. He had what's called a tilt when you have the wrist on one side. He was trying to roll through, but when he couldn't get it, he put that left leg in.
Good job here by Trombley as we have crossed over the halfway point. Period 1 has that arm controlled, leg in, over a minute of riding time. Jarrett Trombley, a 3-time NCAA qualifier. He qualified at 133 the first couple of years, and last year down at 25 during Jacob Camacho's injury season, in which he recovered from a torn ACL. And here they turn to Trombley in the ACC opener tonight. Painful ride, nothing Camacho can do underneath.
Already you're seeing what NC State is known for, and that's being very good on top. And not just one series, you'll see up and down the lineup. It's not the same thing that they do. And Jarrett Trombley had a clean takedown and goes right to a series that the arm bar leg in is just really being Punisher.
Nothing yet. Nothing yet.
Stretching out the shoulder area. Camacho wisely rolls through it, gets back to his base. In the meantime, Trombley just building a mountain's worth of riding time, hitting over 2 minutes. Stall call underneath on Camacho.
And with this scenario right here, you start to wonder, what is, it looks like we're going to see some back points here.
2, 3, 4.
Returning ACC champion, Trombley making a statement here. That was a very dominating period with a clean takedown. Watch this takedown. Barely touched him and got around him.
Red, your choice.
And then the back points. He had the arm hook, leg hook, and getting 4 swipes. 4 swipes this year, 4 points. 7-0 and a whole lot of riding time. 2 minutes and 17 seconds. This is the start that NC State want. When you go into a hostile environment like this, you want to have your first wrestler, regardless if it's 125 or 165. You want them to come out and wrestle hard.
Especially considering Trombley has only wrestled 4 matches this season, and 3 of those were at 133. A couple of times in November. Wrestled in the collegiate duels in Nashville, and now getting the call. And he is able to get the escape. So an 8-0 lead for Trombley. Early stages of this second period.
This speaks to the depth of NC State. Coach Popolizzo has made it abundantly clear he wants to have 2 deep at every weight class. At 125, he has 2 guys that are ACC champions. I mean, that is depth.
Jacob Camacho, we are not seeing tonight. He has won the ACC title twice in 2020 and 22, but has lost 4 straight, so he's spending some extra time in the practice room trying to get things straight. Trombley, again, the versatility bouncing between 25 and 33. How valuable is that to have a guy in that room like NC State has enjoyed the past few years with Jarrett Trombley?
Every team needs wrestlers like Jarrett Trombley. He'll say, Coach, just get me in. And when the coach knows that you'll get in, you know you're going to get excellent performance and excellent effort.
Center in.
Little arm spin.
Action.
To the center we go, and good look at Pat Popolizzo, Coach Hall, Kevin Jack, the 3-time All-American for NC State. Let's see if Camacho can get something started. Short time here in this second period.
He's forcing the underhook. An underhook is when you hook the opponent's shoulder. The challenge is that his head needs to be on the side of the underhook.
Final few moments, period number 2. Trombley with the escape. That is it. Still has well over 2 minutes of riding time and a commanding 8-0 lead. Keith Gavin on the left. Year 7. He won a national title here at Pitt back in 2008. 174 pounds. And then Pat Popolizzo. What a job he has done trying to guide the Wolfpack to their 6th consecutive ACC title.
Second stall call against Camacho. Second stall call is a point. So if there's another stall call, there'll be another point.
Colton Camacho has a lot of experience. He's a 3-year starter. He just missed out on the NCAAs last year, missing out on the at-large bid, and that was really a big hunger for him. A driving force during this training season. Just see the quickness there by Trombley.
He tapped on the left side and shot to the other side. He used his left hand to tap, but then shot to the left leg on the other side. Cross-body shot. I'm telling you, Coach Popolizzo has a problem at 125. The way that Trombley is wrestling right now, I wouldn't be surprised if he's a representative for NC State at the ACC championship. He's looking good.
So riding time is locked, and now a little decision. If you're NC State, you're thinking team bonus points. He's in that major decision category right now. If he wants to get a tech fall 15 or more, he has some work to do in the final 35 seconds, so he'll cut, and the 2 wrestlers back in the center.
He's been shooting to Camacho's left leg. Let's see if he goes back to that. Ooh, we gotta take that. fact that Camacho's still wrestling. It doesn't take long. All it takes is 2 seconds to be on your back, and then you get pinned.
Camacho right back to his offense, but he's dialing it up a little bit too late. This would be big as far as team points, trying to take away, but he is unable to get anything accomplished, so it ends up with a major decision and a strong start for Jarrett Trombley at North Carolina State on the road.
Really good start. Jarrett Trombley looked fantastic. Really, really good. Came out, shot his offense, and then had a really smothering ride. So he taps and then shot to that left leg. That left leg was giving problems to Camacho. And I tell you what, Jarrett Trombley has looked great tonight. Really.